Hello and hi, everybody. My name is Terry. Welcome to Terry with a Twist. Woo! Okay, we've all heard about scams and hacking and all kinds of things regarding people trying to get your information or take your money, right? So I thought, even though most of us know at this point what's a scam and what isn't a scam, I mean, some of them can be awfully tricky. And, maybe people who aren't, 17 and under, just might not be so aware. Maybe people my age or older might be much more concerned about it. So I thought we would, um, since I got one today, we'd go over that real quick. Okay. So let me put this on the stream. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open right here. Whoops. It says invoice number APS 19916UA. Now it says it's from Stephen Smith. First of all, Smith is a very common name, but I don't know a Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith 18282 at gmail.com. It's to Norton CC 2021 and blind carbon copy to talkwithterrytoday at gmail.com. That goes with my other channel. Now look what the email says. Dear buyer, your yearly membership for Norton Total Protection has been renewed and updated successfully. The amount charged will be reflected within the next 24 to 48 hours on your account profile. And then it goes on to give you the product information. All they really give you is the invoice number that I mentioned, the product name, Norton Total Protection, issue date 23/11/2021, which, depending on what part of either the country or the world you're in, that is saying November 23rd, 2021. And the end date will be 1 year from issue date. The amount total is $252.38 in US dollars. Payment method, auto debit. So right there, before I go any further, a lot of people use Norton antivirus program. In fact, I do believe I know. I not believe, I know on this computer, I am definitely using Norton. I don't know if it's their total protection, but still, got to tell myself who's Stephen Smith for starters. And why is there a carbon copy to, or why is it being sent to Norton CC 2021? You see what I'm saying? So did not come from Norton. And what they do down at the bottom here is, if you wish to unsubscribe, now that's a big word right there. Unsubscribe. That means you are sent something that you can unsubscribe to being sent. Just like, say you get all these ads for Macy's or from Walgreens and CVS or Rite Aid or whatever, and you're constantly getting these, and you're telling yourself, I know, go to Rite Aid, I go to CVS, I don't want these Rite Aid ads all the time. And at the bottom, you'll see, click here to unsubscribe. That right there, that word right there should tell you you don't know anything. You don't know anything. This one continues. If you wish to unsubscribe and ask for a reimburse, then please feel free to contact our refund and settlement department as soon as possible. First, it would be an ask for a reimbursement. You have to catch the English on it. There might be these rare occasions when professional emails have a typo or something, but it's not going to forget something that big, reimbursement. But it goes on. and ask for a I'll add the meant reimbursement, then please feel free to contact our refund and settlement department. That's not how it works either. And then they give you a phone number that you can reach them on, which in all countries this is written wrong. The parentheses would only go to the area code, so it would be the 855, not the 917. If you ever get something like this and you feel like you're panicking, first take a deep breath. Definitely take a deep breath. Then Google something like Norton and ask them, do not call this phone number that they have there. Do not unsubscribe because it could be a way of getting information. Do not respond. Do not hit reply. What you do with this is up here, it has archive, report spam, delete, etc. You want to report the spam, okay? Before we do, I'm just going to copy this phone number here. I'm curious what's going to come up. But report the spam. I don't know if how big of a deal that is, but if you don't report it, they're not going to do anything about it. If you're they being the powers that be through Google, perhaps, but you can also inform Norton. But again, put Norton in your Google search. Do not go through your email. Okay. So I'm just going to click this and delete that. Okay. Now I am going to stop sharing this. And let me see. I've never done this before, so I am going to share my entire screen and see what happens. See if we can do this. Well, be careful sharing screen audio if you have a guest. They will hear them. Oh, I don't have any guests. Okay, so oh neat. I never saw that before. Okay, so I'm going to Google. Let's just see if this works here. I'm going to put this phone number up at the top, and I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to change it. The one, for those of you who don't know, is the United States code. Okay, I'm just putting all of these together. Okay, and Googling. So here we go. All right, I'm going to remove that. Let's see what that other thing is, because regardless, I'll share something else with you. Window, maybe, no. What happens if I share that window? Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. That's all right. You get to watch. What I will do is share that so y'all can see that there. Okay. So you can see up at the top, I put in the phone number, and let's take a look at some of our what we came up with. Let me see. Okay, well, this one says our 855 number's fake. Let's find out. Nope, they're all true, toll-free numbers in existence. I really want to find out about, because this gives a different number. It's got the 917, but spam, robokiller. I gotta tell you, I'm really curious. How do you know if it's a spam number? Let me see. Open the app and sign in using your Gmail, Microsoft, or Facebook account. Okay. I don't like that answer. Well, while we're on scams, we may as well look at this one. So, Social Security scam, what does it look like, or what does it sound like? So, this was earlier this month. We told you about a growing scam. People pretend to be from the Social Security Administration and try to get your Social Security number or your money. That scam is now growing exponentially. To compare, In 2017, we heard from 3,200 people about Social Security imposter scams. And those people reported losing nearly $210,000 so far this year. And this year was 2018. As you can see, that's when this article was written. More than 35,000 people have reported the scam, and they tell us they've lost $10 million. Here's what one of those scam calls sounds like. So I'll play that.
Enforcement agencies to suspend your Social Security number on an immediate basis, as we have received suspicious trails of information in your name. The moment you receive this message, I need you to get back to me on my department division toll-free number that is 1-888-952-5554. I repeat, 1-888-952-5554. Verify the last 4 digits of your Social Security number when you call to better assist you with this issue. Now, if I don't hear a call from you, we will have to issue an arrest warrant under your name and get you arrested. So get back to me as soon as possible. Thank you.
And get you arrested. Now, how many senior citizens do you think that could scare the daylights out of? And that's via the phone. So a lot of these people, these senior citizens, are not on, the computer. They're not getting emails. They aren't up to date on these kind of scams. Let me see what they say. Scammers are saying your Social Security number has been suspended because of suspicious activity. And I just laugh like that because your Social Security number can't be suspended. It's yours. Everybody has to have one, or because it's been involved in a crime. Sometimes the scammer wants you to confirm your Social Security number to reactivate it. Again, you only have one. It can't be suspended, so there's nothing to reactivate. You always say no. Actually, at this point, you should have already hung up on them. Don't be afraid to hang up on them, because what you can always do is look up in your yellow pages, your white pages, call information, which is usually 411, your information number, even the operator, and ask her what's the number for Social Security, or Google it. Call them directly. You'll find out that it's fake. So sometimes he'll say your bank account is about to be seized, but he'll tell you what to do in order to keep it safe. This is all fake. Often this involves putting your money on gift cards and giving him the codes. That is utterly ridiculous. You just don't do that. Never, ever give money via gift cards. Don't give your credit card account numbers over the phone, and never send like wire money and do all that, especially overseas, but not at all. And I'm reading now. Oh, and your caller ID often shows the real Social Security number when these scammers call, but they're faking that number. It's not the real Social Security office calling. Now, I'm not sure how they do that, but I know I have even gotten calls to my phone number from myself, as weird as that sounds. So I did answer it because it just freaked me out. I'm watching cable, cable TV, and it came across that Terry from my number was calling me. So I'm like, well, let me see what's up with that. And I can't remember what it said, but I know it really ticked me off. So don't be fooled by that. Just because it says it on caller ID doesn't make it so. Here's what to know. Your Social Security number is not about to be suspended. You do not have to verify your number to anyone who calls out of the blue, and your bank accounts are not about to be seized. Social Security Administration will never call to threaten your benefits or tell you to wire money, send cash, or put money on gift cards. Anyone who tells you to do these things is a scammer every single time. The real Social Security Administration number is, and you might want to write this down, this is the real one, 1-800-772-1213. But remember, scammers are putting that number in the caller ID. If you're worried about what the caller says, hang up and call 1-800-772-1213 to speak to the real Social Security Administration. Even if the wait time is long, confirm with the real Social Security Administration before responding to one of these calls. Never, ever, ever, ever give any part of your Social Security number to anyone who contacts you or your bank account or credit card number. Okay, here's if you get one of these calls, tell the FTC, or if you don't use the internet, if you have somebody who's a senior citizen who may get these calls, keep this email address handy. So you can contact the FTC at ftc.gov/complaint and file a complaint. People don't always do this. They don't because of time constraints and stuff like this. But what I think happens, and this is my opinion, when we just click spam or put it in the trash, oh, this is a scam, so let's just move on. They're not getting the actual amount of people who are being contacted. And maybe if they were, then these particular individuals who are or groups who are doing this could be stopped, could be prosecuted, and we could stop all of this. There's only one way to find out, you know, and that's for everybody to really band together and get these scammers, get them away from us. I hope we all learned something. I love you all. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't liked, please do that also. And leave your comments, leave your thoughts, ask questions. What would you like to see on here? Tell me that. I'd like to do a little bit of everything. The only thing I'm probably not going to cover at all is crime, because I have my true crime channel, which is Crime Talk with Terry. And feel free to go and subscribe over there. That's a much more serious line of a channel. So I sure hope I hear from you, and don't get it twisted.